Alright, well, this is unscripted, of course, and here we go. What would you do if you could? Would you turn to the left? Would you turn to the right? Would you live your life in the day or the night? What would you do if you could? Would you turn back time? Would you leave it the same? Would you do it all? Would you do it the way? Would you do it this way or would you do it that way? What would you do if you could? Would you be yourself or someone else? Would you change the time period you live in? What would you do if you could? Would you hit the reset button? Live your life as you, but differently? Would you do it with all the knowledge you have now? Or would you just start all over again, fresh? What would you do if you could? Would you do nothing? Because you could. You could live your life the way it is now and go on. Because you don't know how many people you have affected. Is it affected or effected? It's both. Because there's an affect and an effect of all the things you've said, done, and will say and do. Live your life. Live your life. Every moment, every thought, everything has led you to this point. If it's a point you don't like in life, hey, change. Just change a little tiny bit. And then you'll see big changes. It's true. Little tiny changes in your life will lead to big changes in your life. Do something that you want to do, but do it a little bit at a time, and you'll see big changes in a short amount of time. And over years, and the people in your life, and that's another thing too. If you don't like the people in your life, you have to make some changes. You really do. But what would you do if you could? Would you turn back time? Would you stand and run? Would you run and hide, or would you collide? Would you do this? Would you do that? Would you do that? Would you do this? Would you give her that little kiss? Would you give him that little kiss? Wow. What would you do if you could? Would you turn to the left? Is that way? Yes. Would you turn to the right? Would you do it during the day? Would you do it at night? What would you do if you could? Would you hit that reset button? Maybe you would. And then what would happen? What would you do if you could? Would you do nothing? I don't know. That's a hard one to do. Just do nothing. If you could, you would do something. So why don't you do something with your life? Live your life. Put some life in your living. Put living in your life. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Live in the day and live in the night. Do what you like what you do. As the Beatles say, cuckoo, ka-choo. Well, that's about it. So, drop me a Facebook comment. Let me know what you would do if you could. If anything at all. All right, later.